Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. Right, we have a 79 Honda XL 125S. I have messed with this bike in the past, but it's sat for the last few years out in the garden until I got this sorted. Now, it hasn't done it any good at all. You can see rust on the wheels up here, and I'm looking for right then, I had a phone call then. Anyway, as I was saying, trying to get this sort of sorted out again. Loads of issues with it from just sitting around. When I put the ignition on, I've got no lights coming up there, so we're going to have to track that, find out why we've got no power up there. But we have spark with the ignition, so somewhere along the line there's no power. And this petrol tank is in a real mess. I'll stick my fingers in. There you go. It's full of crap from sitting. It stinks. Full focus. Full of that. So the carb's going to have to come off and be cleaned. But the rust inside here, let me see if I can get a torch on it. No, it's not bright enough. Come on, torch, do some action. Right in there is not good at all. You can't really see. Won't focus. Anyway, that is in a right mess. So I'm going to get the Harpic Power Max in there and see if we can get rid of that rust in there. So I think I'm going to start with that. Right guys, here we go. This is just full of shit. Absolutely full of rust. So, as you can see, full focus. I'll just scrape my nail up it. Right, so I don't recommend doing this, but this is what I do. Harpic. I'm gonna empty a load of this stuff into it. Just leave a little bit around there. Right. This I've used before, and it's to clean the rust up. That's just, it's horrible. Put a bit on there, see what happens there. Right, I'm going to empty another bottle into here, and then start swishing it round and see what happens. I'll bring you back in a minute. So I've dumped probably 1.5 bottles in there. I'm just going to keep swishing it round, all round in the tank, and leave it, I don't know, I'll check it in about 15 minutes. I'll go and have a cup of tea and wash it round again. Just keep doing that till you see the rust start dissolving. Right, back in a minute. So right guys, I sort of left the concentrate in there for about half an hour and then topped it up with water. And if you will look at that, you can see it's actually bubbly, fizzily doing stuff. Yeah, just there you can see it. Yeah, so we'll get some more time and then we'll fetch it out. But you can see it's all moving. So it's obviously doing something in there. Right, I'll bring you back and I've let it do what it wants to do. I'll see what it's like inside then. So I've left it another, I don't know, 20 minutes. As you can see, it's still doing stuff. But I'm gonna get it out and wash it out, have a look how it's going, and see what comes out of it. Right then, I've just drained it off, and this is what's come out of the tank. It's fetched all that out, all around here. Now I'm just going to start flushing it with the hose pipe and see what else comes out. Because obviously there's still liquid in here. So get the hose pipe in, fill it up, and keep washing it out. Well, as you can see, it's fetched all this out. There's loads of rust in there. Just pour some more of this water off. There you go. So you can see what it's fetched out. So I'll keep flushing it, see if I can get more out, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do next with it. So I've just stuck the hose in it. Now hopefully that'll bring anything else out that's stuck in there, any bits of rust. It should wash out of there or out of there. Yeah, there's plenty of rust in there. It would never have run very long before putting in the car, but with crap. So I'll just leave that running for 5 minutes. Right guys, what I've done now is got the hot air gun and started drying it out. That you can see in the bottom is just moisture. I've got to get that out. But it's took so much of the rust out. What you can actually see, this stuff here is nothing. As you can see, when you get your fingers on it, it's actually took the rust away. So we'll get it dry, and then I'm going to put some diesel in there and wash that round in there, and leave the diesel in there so it doesn't flash rust until I'm ready to put petrol in it again. But yeah, it's really cleaned it up well. Like I said, right, I'll put about a pint of diesel in now, wash that all round. I'm going to leave the diesel in there, as I said, till I'm ready to use this tank. Plus the water, if there's any water and moisture in there, it'll go into the diesel and come out when I drain the diesel out. But now you know why, when you looked at what come out of that tank, is why I best get that carb off and get that cleaned, because I can guarantee that there's going to be a load of crap in there. When I discovered that the tank was full of crap, I actually undone the bleed here, and there was crap coming out of that, and I was spraying GT85 into it, and it was washing loads and loads of rusty petrol crap out of it. So it's got to come off before I even attempt to try and start it. Right, next job, let's move on. Right guys, it was time to get the carb out, and I forgot what a pain up the arse these are to get out, because you have to take basically the airbox out because of this. They didn't give you a lot of room. That goes in the airbox, that goes to the carburetor, and there's no room unless you do it. So yeah, we've ripped all that out. It's all loose, just one bolt here holding it in, and carburetor's out. So There we go. Carbs out. I'll get them screws out. Once I've got them out, I'll bring you back, because I can't do it one-handed. Pull the bottom off of the carb, and you can actually see the amount of mud in here. Hold it. Doing everything one-handed, but yeah. Look at that. Look at the mud in there. Just there we go. Yep. You can see why I wanted to do that before even trying to start it. So yeah, you can see it a bit clearer now. So we might as well have the jets out and see what they're like. Get them in the cleaner, and then we'll have a look what's going on elsewhere on the bike. Right, I've got the jets out, and that one, I don't know if it'll focus, but is actually clean. It won't focus. I'd rather focus on the fence or something. Well, you can just see there that it's clean, but the slow idle jet is blocked, so that'll have to go in the ultrasonic. We'll get that in there, get that cleaned up, and get that cleaned up as well while we're at it. So I'll go and get the ultrasonic on. Right then, there's my little ultrasonic cleaner. There you go, it's just one of them. Bought it from Aldi, and it seems to work a treat. I'll just stick some hot water in there, bit of fairy liquid, hit the button, hit the timer, just stick it in for that, hit the button, and there you go, it's off. Put hot water in it, and that thing absolutely works a treat. I think I paid about £20 for it from Aldi. I'm a bugger for Aldi stuff, works a treat. So there you go, we'll leave that running for a while and have a look at it then. Well, there you go, you can see little bits of crud in the bottom of there. So I always clean that out spotless when I've finished with it. So that's what it's brought out of it. You can see the little bits in there. That's nice and clean now, so we can start getting it back together. Right guys, put the carb all back together and everything seems fine. I saved you all the hassle of watching me struggle to get in there, up in there, for the boot that fits on the carburetor, right back there. Well, you have to take the air box out and all the rest. I keep banging my head on the handlebars, doing my head in. It's exactly at the wrong height from the head. Right, so that's all back together. All this lot back together. But to get to that down there, that boot, what a pain up the arse. So airbox out for it. So we're getting closer, we're getting really close of getting this sorted. New brake pipe, what am I on about, new fuel pipe on, ready for it, and we'll move on to another job of trying to find out what's going on with it. Right then, let's think of something else for you to watch. Right then guys, I found the next little project. Right, when this seat's on, it's supposed to hook into something here from where the tank is mounted, and then what holds the seat on, I haven't got the bit for there. So when the seat's on, it will move around and all the rest. So I've got to come up with some sort of plan. I'll show you the back of the seat. Right. Just there on the seat, I'll move it, is where this bit here goes up to here. Now there's a special bolt which I can't get, which will slide into there and hold the seat down and the tank off there. So I'm going to have to come up with something to make it work. So in the box of bits, I'm going to have a route round and see where I can find to make this work, because obviously tank sits flat there to that level, and then that bracket here sits up here somewhere. So I'm going to have to come up with something. Right, let me crack on, see if I can find something to sort this lot out so the seat don't keep popping up at the front, and I'll show you when I've made something. So this is what I've come up with, hopefully to cure the problem. It's a big washer. This will fit in there. Obviously we've got the tank below there, there'll be a washer. Let me just show you this. Right, this goes on there like that. Now I've got the height for when the seat comes down. It's hard to do it one-handed, but this will slip inside there. A bit awkward. Obviously doing it one-handed. Okay. Let me try and show you. That will slide in to there. I'm going to get it all lined up, both sides. Let me just slip it on. I'm going to show you what it's like then. Right, there you go. I've just banged my head on the handlebars again. Right, that's slid into there. That will stop that coming up. The tank will fit onto there. These all line up down here. Bolting the seat back on. These are on a mountain anyway. That'll drop back on there. And Bob's your uncle. Right, I'm just going to slip the tank on and show you then. This brake lever just keeps hitting me in the head. That one. Right then, let's slip it on and have a look what's going on. Right, as you can see, we have a space there underneath, rubber, washer, what I've made. As you can see, it has to stand so proud, this does, to fit into this, to stop the tank, stop the seat flopping up and down. So that's what I've come up with. I'll slide it on and show you. It doesn't move, the seat doesn't move anymore. So I've slid it into place, and as you can see, it fits nice now where the tank is, and it doesn't come up. It's on there now. So I think we'll call that a success. Everything lines up. So it's one of them parts you just don't find. So made my own. I think I'll spray it black and call it a good job. Well, that job's done now. Painted it black. Looks nice and pretty now. Right, some of the other jobs coming up on it. Right, there. You can see where that broke off in there. We'll have that off, we'll cut that off, we'll put a new one on so the heat shield can go back on. We've got the electrics to sort out on it, and as for starting it, I think we'll wait to the next video on that. I've been waiting for a new bottle to come because the other bottle over there I've got, the pipe is too big for the carburetor, and there ain't a lot I can do about that. So this one comes with the smaller pipe, so we should be able to drop it straight on, put a bit of petrol in it and go for a start on it. So I'd like you, thank you for watching, subscribing, and I'm down, I'm gone, and I'll catch you on the next one.